Hi, good morning. This is Kim,
This is Andy.
and we're going to read from the Urantia book. But first, we have 365 Days of Walking the Red Road by Terry Jean.
Today is June 24th.
June 24th, yeah.
We'll hear from Chief White Cloud, Makpiaska.
Makpiaska.
He said, "Your religious calling was written on plates of stone by the flaming finger of an angry god.
Oh my God!
Our religion was established by the traditions of our ancestors, the dreams of our elders that are given to them in the silent hours of night by the Great Spirit."
Wow.
A native to know, Carol Geddes, inland Tinglet, was born in a small Yukon village in 1945. She is best known for the more than 20 movies that she has produced, including the highly acclaimed Doctor, Lawyer, Indian Chief, which won an
1986. We never saw that. Did you ever see that?
award.
Won an award.
Which won an award at the 1988 National Educational Film and Video Festival.
Doctor, Lawyer, Indian Chief. I wonder if you can get that. I just want to look that up quick. Hold on a minute. Don't be so hasty. Doctor, Lawyer, Indian Chief. Well, that's a song. Okay, wait. There's a song. This is a movie. We want a movie. I just want to see this for a second. Okay, so it's a short movie. Dr. Lawyer, Indian Chief. It's a short film.
Mm-hmm.
It's tribute to Indigenous women. Five Native women from across Canada explain how they got to where they are in life today, and each of these women attest to the importance of Native culture helping her to develop a sense of self. So it's like, okay, so it's different women,
Mm-hmm.
different women. Okay. All right.
And then the Tao Te
Tao Te
Ching.
Ching by Lao Tzu, translation by Derek Lynn.
Okay.
You know, I was thinking maybe I should get Erica a Tao Te Ching. What do you think?
Maybe.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
The Tao is the wonder of all things, the treasure of the kind person, the protection of the unkind person.
These lines point out that the Tao provides for everyone, regardless of individual merits. Those who do not understand the Tao may not regard it as anything to value, but the Tao does not abandon them. It still provides for all the necessities people need to stay alive: water, air, sun, the sun. Everything comes from the protective embrace of the Tao.
Admirable words can win the public's respect. Admirable actions can improve people. Those who are unkind, how can they be abandoned?
Keep going, I think. What?
Okay. Therefore, when crowning the emperor and installing the three ministers, although there is the offering of jade before 4 horses,
The most important ceremony in ancient China was the crowning of the emperor and the installation of the three ministers. To emphasize its significance, the ceremony included offerings of jade and horses. The jade was used. The jade used was the largest and most valuable available. The horses were a team of 4, each steed the fastest and finest in all of China. The 4 directions, the 4 horses for the 4 directions.
Therefore, when crowning the emperor and installing the 3 ministers, although there is the offering of jade before 4 horses.
Right. Go the
Okay.
next one.
Okay, next one. None of it can compare to being seated in this Tao.
The simple pleasure of sitting down with an open mind to get into the Tao surpasses any material riches. When we resonate deeply with the spiritual truth, when a teaching suddenly sheds light on a dilemma and liberates us from perplexing ignorance, that is when we realize the priceless nature of the Tao.
Why did the ancients value this Tao so much? Is it not said that those who seek will find, and those with guilt will not be faulted?
When the ancients searched for the answer to the ultimate question of life, they found it in the Tao. As for those who did not know enough to search, the Tao did not find fault with them. It gave them all the time they needed to work through their issues. So that's a patience, right? With infinite patience, the Tao knew that one day they too would embark on a spiritual quest of their own, unless they're pushed to something. But yeah, but because it's just a developmental stage, so everything is like, and each stage is valid, and every person is valuable on that stage. But if you push them and try to prod them along, then they're gonna not want to,
Mhm.
yeah. So draw them forward. Yeah, go ahead.
Therefore, it is the greatest value in the world.
We are very fortunate to have so many options and so many opportunities to get to know the Tao. It is up to us to cherish it as the greatest treasure of all.
Mm.
Right?
Right, right. Okay, and then the Urantia book, we're in paper 50,
Yeah.
section 1.
The mission of the princes, the planetary princes, right?
Okay, you go, you start.
Okay. The planetary prince and his assistant brethren represent the nearest personalized approach, aside from incarnation, that the eternal Son of Paradise can make to the lowly creatures of time and space. Okay, so next to the bestowal sun, this is
Cherry Prince.
the planetary prince is the greatest gift, the
Mhm.
most. Okay, yeah. Aside from our thought adjuster, which is right, inside us, right? Okay, true. The Creator Son touches the creatures of the realms through his spirit, but the planetary prince is the last of the orders of personal sons extending out from paradise to the children of men. The infinite spirit comes very near in the persons of the guardians of destiny and other angelic beings. The universal Father lives in man by the pre-personal presence of the mystery monitors. But the planetary prince represents the last effort of the eternal Son and his sons to draw near you. On a newly inhabited world, the planetary prince is the sole representative of complete divinity, springing from the Creator Son, the offspring of the universal Father and the eternal Son, and the divine Spirit, the universe daughter of the infinite Spirit. So the eternal the planetary prince is the offspring of like Jesus, the creator, son, creator Michael, and the mother spirit, right? The
Mhm.
local universe mother spirit.
Mhm.
Okay, and still he's a representative of divinity, but that means I feel like we've lost so much.
Mhm.
The prince of a newly inhabited world is surrounded by a loyal corps of helpers and assistants and by large numbers of the ministering spirits. But the direct core of such new worlds, but the directing core of such new worlds must be of the lower orders of the administrators of a system in order to be innately sympathetic with and understanding of the planetary problems and difficulties, right? And all of this effort to provide sympathetic rulership for the evolutionary world entails the increased liability that these near human personalities may be led astray by the exaltation of their own minds over and above the will of the supreme rulers.
Mhm.
So there's something like valuable in being vulnerable, but it's corruptible too.
Mhm.
So that's really something that you can't have one without the other, and that's so Tao,
Mhm.
right? That's
Right.
that balance. It's like, yeah, so God created these beings, they in order to be like us, or to for us to know them, for them to understand us and stuff.
Mhm.
They had to be corruptible in this way.
Mhm.
Isn't that interesting?
It is. Being quite alone as representatives of divinity
Are you
on the
okay?
yep, swallowed wrong. On the
Okay.
individual planets, these suns are tested severely, and Nebadon has suffered the misfortune of several rebellions. In the creation of the system sovereigns and the planetary princes, there occurs the personalization of a concept that has been getting further and further away from the universal Father and the eternal Son, and there is an increasing danger of losing the sense of proportion as to one's self importance and a greater likelihood of failure to keep a proper grasp of the values and relationships of the numerous orders of divine beings and their gradations of authority. That the Father is not personally present in the local universe also imposes a certain test of faith and loyalty on all these sons. But not often do these world principles fail in their
These
missions.
world princes.
World princes fail in their missions of organizing and administering the inhabited spheres, and their success greatly facilitates the subsequent missions of the material sons who come to engraft the higher forms of creature life on the primitive men of the worlds.
Hmm.
Their rule also does much to prepare the planets for the paradise sons of God, who subsequently come to judge the worlds and to inaugurate successive dispensations.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Unfortunately, we have to be off right away today.
Yeah.
Kim is going on Ambleche
And
Vision
Bleche.
Quest today,
Yeah.
so we have preparations to attend to.
I don't do anything. I just have to brush my teeth. That's
Isn't
all.
she delightful?
Oh, shush. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Have a great day. Okay.